everyone. Excuse me. Welcome in. I thought I would take you guys along. I am going to make a couple of stitch markers and charms using the paper beads that I had made and just to kind of give you guys some ideas of how um, you can use um, the beads, um, the paper beads. Um, I learned how to make those by following Miss Angie of My Fairy Treasures. So I will link her channel below so you can go check out her videos and her live stream where she shows us how to make these beads, the paper beads. So, so I thought, as I stated, that I would show you guys a way of once you've made them, a way to use them. Use them to make something else. To incorporate into another project or something like that. So, and I like making stitch markers slash charms that you can use on your for your zipper pulls, on your purses, your project bags, notion pouches, different things. You can even use the charms and stuff to dress up your planners, journals, different things like that. So it was someone had asked um, in my live if I was going to do a video showing how to make asked me if I would do a video showing how I make my stitch markers, incorporating the beads. So I thought that's what I would do today. So I've already got everything set out. I've got my tools that I use to make my stitch markers, and I've already got everything pulled out, everything that I'm gonna need to make the stitch markers with or slash charms. The stitch marker ones are going to be these two up here. The charm ones I'm going to consider will be these three down here because they'll have a little charm hanging down below the bead. So the first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and do this, the one that I'm going to refer to as a stitch marker. So basically, I think what I'm going to do is I'll probably just do one of each just so that way you guys can see um, how I assemble them and stuff like that. So just for a regular stitch marker, I'm going to use, if I can get my camera to focus. Okay, come on. But I am using the one that has, it looks kind of like a nail, has the flat bottom here. But for some reason, my camera's not wanting to really focus very well. So, and because since this is so thin, if I was to just feed this through my bead, if you can see the diameter, this will just go straight through the bead. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take one of my other type beads. Actually, yeah. So I'm going to put, actually, I think I'm going to need, yeah, because this one has a little bit bigger um hole. So actually, I'm going to need a different bead than these, because otherwise the wire will go straight through. So I think what I'm going to do is, I think I'm going to choose those instead of those. Okay, so the first thing to do is to take one of these and I'm going to feed it through and see how it stays on there. And now I'm going to take this bead and feed it on there and see, and now it'll stay on there. And then I'm going to take this bead, if I can find the hole, and feed that one on there. And there you go. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to hold everything together, and I'm going to use my finger here. Let me make sure I grab the right cutters. I'm going to use my finger as a guide, plus I'm going to hold the bead together, and I'm going to just snip off the extra, and I'm going to leave myself a little extra. And the reason why I do that is, as you could tell, it when you clip it, it'll fly. So now what I'm going to do is take this tool, is I'm going to go ahead and grab a hold of the wire, and oops, see, I pulled too hard. One thing, you have to be very careful. If you pull real super hard, then you can pull it through the bead. So you don't want to pull too hard, but you want it snug enough that it'll stay. And sometimes what I might do is add just a tiny bit of glue on there just to kind of hold it in place. So what I'm going to do, I'll grab this like this and then just kind of curl. Ah, okay, I think I'm going to have to get a different bead. 'Cause I don't think, yeah, those beads, I'm going to need even smaller, a bead with a smaller hole. So, mm, okay, there we go. Okay, yeah, no, okay, yeah, okay, that's holding on there better. Okay, there we go. Yeah, that very first bead, and actually, ooh, okay, put that bead on there, then put this bead on there, then this one. There we go. And then I can put this one back on here. Okay, okay, okay. Now let's try this again. There we go. So then, actually, could have went smaller, like shorter, I mean. So that way it would keep it tight. But you just kind of curl it so it looks like that. So it curls back into itself. And if you need to, then you can take your other pliers and just kind of squish it a little bit to make sure that it's all the way down. Yeah, I needed to cut it just a little bit shorter. So that way it would have curled down and got it curled down a little bit tighter. But there you go. So there's the beginning of the stitch marker. So then the next step is to take one of these little rings, one of those, and what I do is I grab a hold of it with this, and then I try to find it, the place where there's already a little deal, and just barely bend it, kind of twist it, and then that way I can do that. And then I take this and put that on there. I can get it on there. And then just twist it back. And then get a hold of it. Give it a little squeeze, not too much, but just enough so that way you make sure that it's closed. And then there you go. Now you have a stitch marker. Or these can even be earrings. Or whatever you want to use it as. So there's one. Excuse me. So now I'm going to show you how I make one and add a charm on the end. So it's basically the same thing. So but with this one, it has a little loop on the end for you already. So you want to take your real tiny bead with the tiniest hole, put on there. Then you take your bead. Let's see, which one do I want to? Yeah, I'll do this one. Oops. Let's see. I might have to pick another one because I don't think I'm going to be able to thread anything through that one. The papers on the inside got kind of excuse me, guys. Got kind of folded over. Oh, okay. So then I'm gonna we'll put that bead on. Oh, excuse me. And then we'll do that bead there. And do we want another bead? Yeah, let's put another bead on the top here. Let's do uh let's do one of these. Okay. Okay, I think I'm gonna trim this one down a little bit. And try to get this one to be as tight as we can. Okay, so there's that. So, so then, and do the same thing. Oops, squished it a little too much. And then for down here, I'm going to put two of these rings on because of the charm that I'm putting on here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to open this one up. And sometimes what I have to do is I have to use both parts, one on either side, just to give me that little bit of leverage. There we go. So I'm going to go ahead and grab this ring and put that one on. I'm going to put this one on there. I'm going to go ahead and close that one up. Okay. Now I'm going to grab the other ring. Oh, sorry. So I'm going to grab the other ring and open it up. And now I'm going to grab my charm. Now I'm looking at my clasps here. Because you want to look at your clasps and see which way everything is going. Oops. Okay. Go ahead and put this on keep this on the charm. Ah, okay, I lost my other little. Oops, sorry guys. I lost my other little ring. that's okay. And I can get another one. Grab out another one. Oh, oh, okay. There we go. There's one. Well, I lost that one too. Huh? The realities of a crafter. Okay. So, so, so you got your clasps looking like, Dan, I wish it would. Okay, come on, focus. But you got the lever on top of your hand there, and then you come from underneath and grab that, and then you holding everything together, and then gently squeeze, squeeze it closed. And now you have one that has the charm, and there's the clasp, and there's with the charm. So, so there you go. You've got, so you've got one there. Might be able to see it better. It's, so you got one with the charm dangling and one without the charm dangling. That one's the, the, if I did this, if you guys, and bring it up closer to the camera and see if you guys can see that better. See? So there's, and if I wanted to, I could probably add more charms or whatever to the bottom of this. I could even add and have charms hanging off from here, from the top. There is so many things that you can do to change these up to design these. Yeah, with this one, I should have cut the wire down a little bit more. That way, it would have made it a little bit tighter. Um, like I did with this one. But but yeah, so I haven't made any uh, stitch markers in a while, so I'm kind of out of practice with getting the length just the to the right amount. And it also just depends on stuff on your beads too, the size of your beads and stuff like that as far as getting the length just right. So yeah. So that is how you can use the paper beads to make them and then turn them into charms or stitch markers. So so yeah, so thank you for allowing me to show you guys um this process and and yeah, thank you so much. And I will like I said, I will link Angie's um channel, YouTube channel in the description box below. A lot of the supplies that I got to make my stitch markers, I got at Michael's or Hobby Lobby or Amazon. So so yeah, excuse me. So um so yeah, if you enjoyed this little demonstration, tutorial, whatever you want to call it, give it a thumbs up and we will see you in the next video or in my live um, on Thursday nights at 4 p.m. Pacific, 7 p.m. Eastern. So thank you, everybody. I really appreciate your patience with me with this video. And yeah, thank you, everybody. I love you. Take care. Be safe. Love one another. But most importantly, love yourself. Bye bye.